I want to start by asking you a simple question. Have you ever really stopped to think about what the phrase most people really mean? You know, when we say things like, well, most people think this way, or most people do that, what are we really saying? We're talking about the majority, the average, the ordinary, the expected. But here's the truth many of us overlook. Most people are not doing extraordinary things. Most people are not reaching for their highest potential. Most people are not striving to be their best selves. And as hard as it is to admit that, most people are okay with it. Let's take a moment to think about that. Most people are stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. They wake up, go to work, go through the motions and repeat. They're following a script that was written by society, by family, by expectations. But it's not their script. It's not their true potential. It's not who they were meant to be. I want to challenge you today to break free from that script. You see, I believe there's a difference between living and truly living. Most people simply exist. They let life happen to them, and they accept the path laid before them, often without question. They go through the emotions because it's easy, because it's what everyone else is doing. But what if you can do more? What if you can break out of the mold and defy what most people do? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that living an ordinary life is inherently bad. Many people find contentment in their routine, and that's fine. But what I want to point out is that many of us, maybe most of us, are capable of so much more than we realize. And when we settle for mediocrity, we rob ourselves of the potential for greatness. Most people live in what we call the comfort zone. It's a place where things feel safe, predictable, and easy. But here's the kicker. Nothing ever grows in comfort zones. You can't achieve greatness if you're only willing to do what's easy. We all have that voice inside our heads, that one that tells us to stay where it's safe, to not rock the boat, to not push ourselves beyond what we know. Most people listen to that voice. They listen to the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, and they stay where they are. But what if we learn to listen to a different voice? What if we can learn to trust ourselves enough to step out of that comfort zone? Imagine the possibilities. Imagine the doors that would open. Imagine the growth that can happen if you simply step forward and took a risk. I know that fear is real. It's easy to be afraid of what we don't know. But here's something I've learned in my own journey. The fear never goes away. It's not about waiting for the fear to disappear before taking action. It's about learning to move forward in spite of the fear. And let me tell you something. The moment you do that, the world opens up to you in ways you never thought possible. Most people allow their circumstance to dictate their mindset. They think, I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't have the right connections. And that mindset keeps them stuck. It keeps them from seeing the possibilities that are right in front of them. But let me tell you this, your mindset is key to unlocking your potential. If you can change the way you think, you can change the way you live. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe that you can't do something, then guess what? You won't. But if you believe in your abilities, if you believe in the power of persistence, if you believe that you are capable of greatness, then you're on your way to becoming someone who does extraordinary things. The best part is, you don't have to be extraordinary from the start. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to grow, to learn, and to keep moving forward. And that's what most people are afraid to do. Most people fear failure. It's the one thing that holds so many of us back from taking the first step towards greatness. But here's the truth. Failure is not the end. Failure is a part of the process. Failure is not something to avoid. It's something to embrace. The most successful people in the world are those who have failed more than anyone else. They failed and they've gotten back up. They learned from their mistakes and used them as stepping stones towards success. They didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. But most people let failure stop them in their tracks. They make one mistake and they decide, well, that's it. I guess I'm not good enough. But that's not true. Failure is just feedback. It's telling you what you need to change or to improve. It's giving you the opportunity to learn and grow. So the next time you fail, don't run from it. Embrace it. Learn from it. And keep going. Success doesn't come from doing things once. It doesn't come from trying something for a little while and then quitting when it gets hard. Success comes from persistence. It comes from showing up day after day, even when it seems like nothing is working. Most people give up too soon. They give up when things get tough. They give up when they don't see immediate results. But the truth is, success takes time. It takes patience. It takes a willingness to keep pushing forward, even when the going gets rough. I know it's easy to look at successful people and think, they got lucky. But the truth is, they didn't get lucky. They got persistent. They showed up when no one else was watching. They kept going when everyone else quit. And that's the difference between them and most people. You're not most people. Here's the bottom line. You are not most people. You don't have to live the way most people live. You don't have to settle for the ordinary. You don't have to live by the script that society, family, or anyone else has written for you. You have the power to write your own story. You have the power to take risks. You have the power to fail and try again. You have the power to create the life you want and to live with purpose, passion, and persistence. So I challenge you today. Don't settle. Don't accept mediocrity. Don't let fear, doubt, or failure hold you back. Step outside your comfort zone. Change your mindset. Embrace failure as a part of the journey. And above all, keep going. Because you are capable of so much more than you think. You're not like most people. You're capable of achieving greatness. Now go out there and prove it. Not just to others, but to yourself. Show up with confidence. Stay focused. And let your actions speak louder than your words.